Oh my gosh. It actually snowed. What the heck? I mean, it's barely snow, but it snowed. Okay, officially good morning. I think the last clip or the first clip of this video is just me showing you that it snowed. It is a piddly little snow, but it's snow, okay? And we're claiming it. We're going to be happy about it. The kiddo was very excited about it when he woke up this morning. Our golden retriever has never seen snow and he's obsessed, which is hilarious. Am I in the same sweatshirt I was in last night? Hi, baby. Yes, I am, because I am freezing and I can't seem to get warm. Hi. Yes, sir. But yes, so I have already logged my hours for my job today. I do have some stuff to do for freelancing, but I'm probably gonna leave that off the vlog just because I don't want all of these vlogs. I don't want all of these vlogs just to be like me working. But always know that I am working in the background of these videos. I do hold a regular job, I do freelance, I do a multitude of things, but these vlogs would get very boring if all I was doing was sharing what I do for work. I am also planning, done some research, and I do think I finally confirmed that I'm underfeeding my starter. So today, when we go do the starter things, I'm gonna try something different. I'm also going to try to propagate my starter. Is that the right terminology? Would it be considered propagation? For my friend. I think you guys saw in yesterday's video that I forgot until I was halfway through. So I will definitely make sure to bring you guys along for that because I think it's gonna work. Like I said, I've done my research. We'll see. And I'll check in at that point. Let's try to take care of this starter. So here's the thing. She rose a little bit, or she grew like the tiniest bit, but I think it's because I've been underfeeding her. We are gonna transfer a little bit of this starter into this jar, and we're going to feed that little bit of starter equal amounts, maybe a smidge more than what I put of this in there. And then I think I'm gonna do it again in this jar and give this one to my friend. We're gonna see how this goes. Okay, that's 20. $33. Let's try to get it to 40 maybe. All right, so that's 42. And let's feed it some flour and water. Because I honestly just don't think I was discarding enough. So really, this is essentially the same thing as discarding. The only difference is I'm using a clean container now. This one is gonna be mine. I'll clean the edges off as best I can so we can try to trace and track whether she has any activity. This one, okay, and that's number 2. So, I have both starters here. I will say that I immediately already am starting to see bubbles in both. So I have hope that this is gonna work. I'm just gonna set them back in their little spots and let them do their thing. Put their rubber bands on them. We'll keep an eye on them. This is my original. This would have been all that I was discarding. So I think I'm actually gonna hold on to this and make a discard recipe with it. I just need to look to see which recipe I'm gonna use. I've landed on a recipe. I'm going to be using the Hopewell Heights blog sourdough starter discard chocolate chip cookies. She claims that they are soft and chewy, not cake-like. I also feel like I should go ahead and mention that 90% of what I've been learning about the whole sourdough journey has been from some of her videos. I've obviously collected information from other creators and various different sources, but she, first of all, she's got just such a calming presence, and she does this one video that's like her ultimate starter journey, and she chooses like all different kinds of flours and shows you all the various different ways that that might activate. And I just found it to be really insightful. I enjoyed it. Her kitchen is calming. She's got a good aesthetic. She's full of information, very knowledgeable. I just want to like, I don't know. I want to like make her miniature and plop her on my kitchen and just let her tell me what to do with my life, because she's just a very calming presence and I really enjoy her. Either way, I'm going to use her recipe. We're gonna use my KitchenAid again because we have it. She says that the two things that make the biggest difference in these cookies is browning the butter and only using the egg yolks, not the whites as well. So let's see. Everything else looks to be about the same for regular chocolate chip cookies. So let's just go ahead and like mix everything up the best we can. I really did not intend to be baking in today's video, like at all, but that's okay. I love a good reason to bake, and what better reason than that I have a bunch of sourdough discard and I want to put it to good use. So first things first, a cup of brown unsalted butter. While that's browning, I'm gonna go ahead and get all of the dry ingredients together. Okay. The egg yolk. I'm adding the chocolate chips in now. I'm really curious to see what this recipe is like, because my favorite chocolate chip recipe for me to make myself is the Joanna Gaines chocolate chip recipe. For some reason, traditional like Toll House chocolate chip cookies, I spent my entire maternity leave, I mean literally my entire maternity leave, trying to master the traditional chocolate chip cookie, and I could not get it to be the way that my sister's chocolate chip cookies are. She swears she does not do anything special, but my sister makes the best chocolate chip cookie, better than anyone I've ever met. So if I'm gonna make chocolate chip cookies myself, I use the Joanna Gaines recipe. They come out like fluffy, but chewy, and really delicious. They don't have that weird aftertaste that sometimes, ooh, I'm smudgy, that sometimes the like traditional one can have, but I'm curious how these come. Fully mixed. Now it's time to put the dough on a cookie sheet. That was really simple. Also, I'm using miniature chocolate chips, one, because it's just what I have, and two, I like a better distribution of chocolate chips to cookie, and I feel like I'm able to accomplish that a little bit better with minis. Huh, I'm so lucky everything works out for me. The last little bit of parchment paper in that roll is exactly what I needed for this pan. Lucky, lucky, ducky, ducky. All right, now the other thing is my cookie dough, like my cookie dropper. What is that called? The thing that I use to make cookies, to like drop the cookies, is broken. So I think I'm gonna try to make these, big. I think I'm just gonna use a teaspoon. She says to bake them for 10 to 11 minutes at 350. So I'm gonna do, or 10 to 12 minutes at 350. So I'm gonna do 11 minutes. These look delicious. I feel like this is blasphemous because I literally just heated up lunch for myself and I really don't necessarily want a chocolate chip cookie right now, but I promised the kiddo he could have one. So I figured I should taste it. The texture is amazing. That's awesome. Yeah, that's really good. Might be the best textured chocolate chip cookie. She means it when she says like soft and chewy. That's exactly what it is. But like there's a little bit of a crunch. It's really good. I promise all the vlogs are not going to be quite this short, but it's tricky because I am back to work and so I don't want to like have the entire vlog be me sat at a computer click-clacking away. But also today was a little bit different because we had something to do with my son this afternoon that like kept us busy for several hours. So like my afternoon wasn't even something that I could like plan an activity to share. So a little bit shorter today. I did, however, I moved my starters. First, I moved them into my son's room because his room is the warmest in the house. And when he went to bed, I brought them into here, which is my office slash like makeup room, whatever. Because this is, I would say, like the second warmest, mainly just because the door is kept shut in here. But let me grab them real quick. So I fed them at like 12 today and they both are already starting to show a little bit of activity, like they're rising above the rubber band a little bit already, and you can see the bubbles in there already. So like there's activity. I think I've successfully like rehabbed the situation. I've been told that like sourdough starters are super resilient. I got a little bit in my head because I think it was day 2 or day 3. I'd have to go back and look. It doubled overnight. Like it full on doubled. And I was like, this is it. I've got it. We've got this under control. And then to have it be less active in the following days, it was a little discouraging. But now that I know that I was underfeeding it, really having watched a couple of the videos that I've watched, knowing and like understanding that like, oh, like when they say a little goes a long way, they mean like a little of the actual starter goes a very long way. Yeah, I think I'm hopeful for tomorrow. Wow, my friends has some like there were some serious bubbles going on in there. The starter wasn't dead. I did see a lot of videos that were like, if you're having issues with your starter, don't throw it all away and start over. So that was reassuring. And this one, especially, I haven't checked the other one. They are both starting to smell more sourdoughy, so that's good. But I think that's gonna do it for today. So today was very sourdough heavy, but that's okay. I love taking up a new hobby, and I hope that you try those sourdough discard chocolate chip cookies from Hopewell Heights. They're so good. I actually think I might go eat one now before I go to bed because they're really good. But anyway, yeah, let me know if you try the recipe and let me know, are you guys working on a sourdough starter? I'm having so much fun with it. Okay, well that's where I'm gonna leave you for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you resonated with this content at all, or if you just think that we could be friends, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're working on a sourdough starter or if like after watching these videos, you're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna try. And yeah, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.